What up, money gang? Damn, it's been a minute since we did like an actual
video.
Deadass. We've been getting a lot of requests on the stream, so if you want to be part of that stream, we have a stream this weekend. But if you want to be part of the stream, it's in the description down below, man. Do yourself a favor, do that shit. It's a good time, you know what I mean? But yeah, real quick, don't mind the roof in the background, bro. There's a lot of construction shit going on, but who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? You know what I'm saying? But so what we watching today?
Haaland is not human. What does that mean?
I don't know. You tell me.
He's an animal.
That means he's a robot or an animal, or I don't know what.
You could go that way.
We could go.
I'll go my way.
I'm gonna say this video,
in a good way,
based off the thumbnail, look like a Ronaldo video where Ronaldo's not a human. That shit's like a viral video. Listen, I love Haaland, all that. I don't think he's the next Ronaldo, but he's gonna be the next Haaland. You know what I mean? He don't gotta be like, you know what I mean, fill someone's shoes or something. He could be. He's nasty.
Why does it say, but his one flaw could ruin his career?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Which flaw do you think?
Yes, passing. I guess. I don't know, but we're about to find out.
His selfishness.
Let's get it.
Almost 2 years ago, I made a video titled Proof Haaland Isn't Human. That video is now gone after a bunch of problems with copyright, but at the time, that sentence was the only way I could convey just how impressed I was with the then 20-year-old striker who had played just 32 matches for Dortmund, scoring 33 goals. And somehow that title has never been as relevant as it is today. Ever since I heard of the kid who put up 9 goals in a match against Honduras, I had been waiting for him to
Bro.
9 goals against Honduras. Now, imagine betting or just betting just 2 goals. He scored 9.
Yeah, and why is it that it goes 7, 20, 36, 43, 50, 67?
Those are the times.
Why 7 after 67?
Maybe they mean 70. They just forgot the 0.
Maybe. Damn, but dude, what the freak is wrong with this dude?
That's insane.
In a match against Honduras, I had been waiting for him to follow the footsteps of his dad and join the Premier League. But I could never have guessed just how incredible it would have been.
His dad's a nut.
Just 2 months ago, I remember talking to my dad about his upcoming debut, saying, I can bet you he will break the Premier League goal-scoring record. And I don't mean one day, I mean in his debut season. It looks now like...
I'm gonna say, damn. Alright, dog, I know he's snapping Premier League, but there's that rumor coming in. There's that rumor coming in that Haaland is like, he's in the Farmers League, all that shit, you know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, a lot of people who said that, you could really eat your words, but that prediction is kind of bold, I ain't gonna lie.
Even that prediction isn't quite
I feel like it's
cap.
My bad.
At this rate...
No, I was just... You're good.
Haaland is set to score 57 Premier League goals by the end of the season. The record, you ask? Well, that's a measly 32 set by Mohamed Salah in 2018, or maybe 34 by Andy Cole and Alan Shearer in the 90s if you count the old 42-game seasons. Regardless, at this rate, Haaland should break that record in late January in their match against Wolverhampton, with 17 matches left in the league season. Still, it must be said, I was shocked to see that so many people seemed unsure if he was gonna make it in the Premier League or not. Some of the takes I heard were just insane. Just look at this one.
Erling Haaland will not live up to the expectation. I am so bored.
Why won't
he? Because he isn't the player that everybody thinks he is. People are saying that he's going to win the Golden Boot. It's so disrespectful to the establishment.
Being the City striker.
The Mo Salahs of the world, the Harry Kanes of the world, the Heung-min Sons of the world. Give them the respect to turn up in a new league.
No one's coming at them though. They're just
no. I get he's trying to give respect to the legends and shit like that, but sometimes you gotta understand, man, it's hard to swallow. But there is a future. I'm not saying Haaland's gonna be better than any of those guys he named. But to say he can't win a Golden Boot or can't go in the Premier League and shatter records, like they'll never be broken, that's not true, bro. There's a lot of people going to be coming in and out. You know what I mean? We just got to be... Listen, man, this just sucks because this dude said this shit like... You know what I mean? And then, you know... Haaland, yeah.
He just seems and he isn't going to do it.
How many goals is he going to score this season?
I think he'll do really well to score... If he scores 15, it would be a really good season for him.
Damn, bro. Yo. Nah, you're right, Soph. That was bugging.
This guy has probably regretted that sentence by now, but it is impressive just how many people thought he wouldn't make it. I get that there was Timo Werner, Lukaku, Falcao, Higuain, and even Shevchenko back in the day, but that doesn't mean every foreign striker is just bound to flop in the Premier League.
He's number 9.
To say that about Haaland just doesn't make sense. In the worst 10-game stretch of his career, he scored 4 goals, and that's because he went through 2 injuries in a row, and still, at that rate of 4 goals every 10 matches, he would get 15 Premier League goals in a season. Come on now. It's been 2 months and he has broken so many records, it's hard to keep up. At this very moment, he's scored only 1 goal less than the top 4 highest goal scorers of the previous season combined.
Right, just we know that Ronaldo don't count, bro, because he's older and shit. But like, chill out. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Salah, bro. Damn, 3, bro. Harry Kane out here doing his thing. You gotta respect it. That's not that
combined though. Come on.
yeah, but like honestly, they kind of disrespect us. Son and Salah look like they're having a decently bad season. Ronaldo's not even playing, really.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry Kane though snapping.
That's very true.
I'm not taking away from Haaland at all. Haaland dog 15 is crazy good. I'm saying, look at Harry Kane. Shout out to Harry Kane.
Scored 2 consecutive hat-tricks. Only 5 players had ever managed to do such a thing, and all of them played at least 9 seasons in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's right.
Haaland had played just 5 matches before he managed to do it, and 2 games later he got another hat-trick, this time in the Manchester derby.
Wow.
On his very first
and it's not like any team.
No Manchester City player had ever scored a hat-trick in the derby.
And also they've been on
well, I guess one had. Kanchelski's, he did play for City, in fact he even played with Haaland's father, and he did score a hat-trick in the derby, but the thing is, he scored it 6 years before joining City, while playing for United, so a bit awkward, huh? Well, speaking of awkward, in 2021 Guardiola cried as Aguero left the club after 10 seasons, saying no one could ever replace him. The best start to a Premier League season ever had come from Aguero and Mick Quinn, both with 8 goals in their first 5 matches. But the thing is, on his debut Aguero scored 2, then none on his second match, on the 3rd he scored another and then a hat-trick in the 4th match. But so did Haaland, exactly in that order, an exact copy of Aguero. But on the 5th match, Aguero scored 2,
that's still
and
fire.
Haaland scored 3 just to break his record. Damn. Seemed almost like he did it on purpose.
Yeah, and that's actually tough because, yo, 2 goals, and they get, I mean, all right, that happens.
That's kind of crazy how they're like the same amount of goals.
In the order, like, you know what I mean, by match. 1, 2, 3, like, you know what I mean? They could have mixed the match here, but it's literally like they went head for head. And
except
then
the last one.
The hat trick at the end is crazy,
You want it to be better.
Like, to just get 2 goals is dope. Like, that's ridiculous. But to get the hat trick on top is like, wow.
In fact, he's now only 8 goals away from outscoring Aguero's Premier League debut season and has already outdone the tally from his 2nd season with City.
Oh, he's probably working
Speaking
so hard
of Aguero, his best ever tally in a Champions League season was 6 goals. Haaland is already at 5 and he's only played 3 matches. If he keeps scoring at this rate and City go all the way till the final, not only could he bring the trophy to the Etihad, he would also end up being at around 43 career goals in the Champions League, putting him above Aguero in the all-time top scorers table, despite being just 22. Also, wasn't it a bit weird that Aguero said, Haaland thought he was alone, but then came Virgil van Dijk and said welcome to the Premier League, after their recent match with Liverpool? Don't know about you, but that felt a bit bitter to me.
Yeah, I didn't really even understand
Speaking of bitterness, if someone has a reason to feel that way, it's Harry Kane. Haaland has been so incredible that he completely outshined what has been Kane's best ever start to a Premier League season with 9 goals in 10 matches. Man. The Haaland talk has been so overwhelming that it seems I've heard no one talk about that.
He's just like the victim in the whole scenario. Like, I'm not gonna lie, during the whole Messi Ronaldo era, like, mad players who were disgusting, like Harry Kane, like top tier players, didn't get to win Ballon d'Ors, or didn't really get that, because, you know what I mean, they're nasty, but they're just, you know what I mean?
But, like,
there's
Harry
Haaland's
Kane
next,
shouldn't be upset about it or anything.
No, he's not saying upset about it, just like, it sucks. You're thinking about it too emotionally.
It sucks, but another person's
thinking about
doing
it too
better.
emotionally.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but it sucks. Imagine doing so, it's not just doing good. It's like doing extremely good. It's like racing and you're top in the world, you race against Usain Bolt type shit. Not saying how, you know, you got the reference, bro.
I got you.
Come on. Don't be biting on every word.
Thing, Michael Owen was the Premier League's most impressive wonder kid, probably ever, and maybe his most impressive record was scoring his 3rd hat-trick at just 19 years of age after only 48 matches.
Oh my God.
All-time record. Well,
yeah, it was like
broke that record, scoring his 3rd hat-trick after just 8 matches.
Do you think...
we know the Ronaldo stat.
Michael Owen would go on to become the 2nd youngest player to ever win the Ballon d'Or, so I'd say Haaland's chances at snatching next year's award are already pretty good. I could keep going. There's a million stats like this already, but the most impressive thing of all is that, as I was saying before, this isn't new, at least not necessarily. Haaland has been impressive since he was born. Everyone already knows that he was born in England and that his father is Alpha Hinga, former captain of Man City, and there's that picture going around showing that his cousins are also footballers and both scoring at ridiculous rates. And that's real. Haaland just had his competitive debut and scored his first goal despite only getting 7 minutes of game time.
Damn.
Jonathan just got transferred to a first division team in Norway after scoring 11 goals in 7 matches.
Ooh.
And he even has a sister who's also a professional football player. But what many fail to realize is that those two cousins come from his mom's side of the family. And guess what? She's also amazing. She was a track and field athlete specializing in heptathlon, an event where you have to do everything
This is pretty cool.
What kind of genetics does this man have, dog?
And she was literally the Norwegian champion in this sport. So that's where
Bro,
Haaland
his
got his...
dad is freaking Haaland, you know? He's
Haaland's dad.
crazy ass dude, bro. Broke, you know what I mean? Yeah, I know the story, but dog, his mom and his cousin and his sister and his grandma, and it don't matter who else.
That answered the question I was gonna ask. I was like, do you think, you know, he got lucky he's playing for a good team too. I was gonna say, is it Man City that's helping Haaland to exceed? But his genetics are definitely the ones helping him exceed.
Bro, he was nasty at BVB.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, he got lucky with these good teams too.
Nah, bro, come on, Seth. What are you talking about? Now I gotta bring your face cam, bro. We gotta discuss on that, bro. What are you talking about?
Man City is a great club to play for, especially for Haaland.
Haaland, not Man City, is doing insane. And BVB, he was doing insane.
Right.
He was like mini Lewandowski over there.
I know.
Bro, okay, so I'm saying
both
like,
teams were great.
Okay, but what does that matter?
I'm saying,
like, I'm not saying don't compliment him a little bit later. They compliment him.
No, I'm giving it all to him, but I'm saying it's such a plus that he plays for good clubs. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a plus, but he is a natural talent.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a plus that he's playing for these great clubs.
I won that one.
No, you did not win.
Comment W. Yo, comment
you
W.
kind of read.
Comment W. Comment W in the channel.
You kind of. You literally reinstated what I said, so shut up.
I want that shit, boys. Let's go,
also his mom who insisted he did track and field from a young age, and before you claim that doesn't mean much, let me tell you that to this day, Haaland is still the world record holder for the longest jump ever recorded by a 6-year-old, which sounds insane. They also put him up for all kinds of other sports, from skiing to tennis and handball, because Alfie thought playing different sports would allow him to develop every side of his body from a young age.
It made me feel like a bum.
If young Haaland wasn't obsessive enough
Why is he so good at
when
everything?
he moved to Bruyne, the city was so isolated and cold that their 5-a-side indoor football pitch was the only place where you could keep busy. So Haaland was always in there training, and you know what's funny? The only proof we have of a young Haaland having fun is that rap video he once recorded with his friends, and even there, I kid you not, one of the kids is Eric Botheim, who's now playing in Serie A, and just a year ago destroyed Mourinho's Roma with 3 goals and 3 assists in a single match playing for Bodø Glimt. And the other kid is Erik Sandberg, who's now playing in the first tier of Norwegian football.
Oh yeah, Erik Sandberg.
He was always surrounded by footballers. Maybe that's why from the moment he began playing football, everything happened so fast. At the age of 4, he began playing for Bruyne FK, and with his first 2 touches, he scored 2 goals and was put to play with the...
Don't let that go past you. At the age of 4, he's playing for a club. Just don't let that pass you.
Your kids. By the age of 15, he was already playing for the main squad in the Norwegian 2nd Division and had scored 18 goals in 14 matches for their B team, playing among fully grown adults, which brought him offers from Offenheim and Molde. So he joined the 2nd, being coached by Solskjaer, and once again he quickly moved again, 1 season to adapt, and then one where he averaged a goal contribution every 93 minutes, despite still being only 17, and he was off to Red Bull Salzburg. This team was phenomenal. Alongside him he had Hishan, Zoboslai, Minamino, and Haaland, owed it all to Mino Raiola, his late agent, and his dad. It must be said these two together performed a master class in youth management so far. Every contract was carefully crafted to afford Haaland the highest degree of freedom possible, which, in this case, included a release clause of only 20 million euros, meaning that if Haaland took off, he would easily have every club in Europe jumping at the chance to sign him. Raiola and Alfie had pretty much forced Salzburg to sign themselves away as a stepping stone in Haaland's career. And it went exactly as planned. Haaland scored 28 goals as well as 5 assists in 22 matches for the club, debuting the Champions League with a hat-trick, totaling 8 goals in 6 matches, getting 1 every 44 minutes while taking down everyone from Liverpool to Napoli. But against all odds, when everyone expected Salzburg to be the new 2018-2019 Ajax, they missed qualification to the knockout stage, which meant Haaland had to move. I mean, he was literally the UCL top scorer at that point. He had to be in the competition.
Damn, I didn't know he played on the...
His market value was now at an estimated 45 million, and his release clause was only 20. But it seemed to...
Wait, he played... What?
He played for Salzburg. I think
so they saying he played on Premier League before? I don't know, yo. Please somebody let me know. Did he play in the Premier League before?
Too early to make the big move to
one of
Europe's greats, so they pulled off another stunt, getting Dortmund to sign him in January on a contract with a 60 million euro release clause.
Yeah, that's a big come
It was even more obvious than before that they were just another stepping stone, keeping Haaland at the edge of the spotlight while he prepared to take over Europe. And once again, it worked out amazingly for them. After just 59 minutes playing for Dortmund, Haaland had already scored 5 goals, including a hat-trick on his debut.
Wait, what?
Playing for Dortmund, Haaland had already scored amazingly for them. After just 59 minutes playing for Dortmund, Haaland had already scored 5 goals, including a hat-trick on his debut, making him the Bundesliga Player of the Month without even playing the equivalent of a full match. Only 1 month after his debut, he was already on 11 goals, having played the full 90 only twice, even scoring 2 against PSG and clocking a 60-meter sprint in just 6.64 seconds in that same match.
Wow.
But against all the odds, PSG came back in the second leg and knocked Dortmund out of the competition, leaving Haaland in limbo once again.
This man is something else, bro. I'm not even joking. This guy's naming
Look at PSG, they did it.
Oh, shit. This man is doing literally like the most... What? 59 minutes? He had like... Some players can't even get that shit in a season, bro. Like, God. And that sprint? I think I've seen videos of that.
The following season, he would open the Champions League campaign with 6 goals in the 4 group stage matches he got to play, before putting up 4 goals and an assist in the last 16 matches versus Sevilla, before eventually going down to City in the quarters. Even more frustratingly, despite getting the Golden Boy Award, being the top scorer of the Champions League and totaling 41 goals and 10 assists in just 3,500 minutes of football, the German Cup was his only trophy of the season. But if everyone was already desperate to see him move to another club back then, it got worse the following season, with Dortmund dropping down to the Europa League and being knocked out immediately, with Haaland out injured in both occasions. Still, his numbers were once again off the charts, and he had only nearly missed out on the Ballon d'Or top 10, which meant his market value had skyrocketed to an absurd 150 million, nearly 3 times more than his release clause. Haaland was once again a kid in a candy shop. It was only a matter of choosing what team he liked best, and after lots of flirting with Real Madrid, he ended up picking his father's old team, Man City.
See, I want to say something about that. I'm on tape, bro. You can't call this bullshit, but I'm telling you, when they were talking about Real Madrid about to get Haaland or Mbappe, I was saying the whole time, and Mbappe, listen, now Haaland, not saying he didn't have a huge name back then, but Mbappe's name was bigger than Haaland's when he was on, you know what I mean, last year, and you can't tell me I'm not wrong. Or you can't tell me I'm wrong. Bro, I've been saying the whole time, I want Haaland because, dude, this guy is different, bro. I could just tell he's different. I'm not saying Mbappe's great.
He fits perfectly.
Haaland is different, bro. I promise you. Bro, it's crazy because we have Benzema, so I don't know what would happen, bro.
About a team
I rock with Benzema all day. We take Benzema all day. All day.
A team that has seemed virtually unbeatable for the last 5 years, constantly creating chance after chance, many coming from a man who might just be the most prolific creator in Premier League history, a team that seemed to only fail because they could not seem to fit a proper old-school number 9 into their style of play. Now getting to add to their squad, a 22-year-old 6'4", half-man, half-giant that is somehow still fast like an Olympic sprinter, with nearly 200 career goals already and a special liking for the UCL. It really looks like it's game over for everyone else. But if this fit seems perfect already, let me tell you that once again, they have made sure Haaland has complete control over his future. Without Mino Raiola, who surprisingly passed away in April of this year, Alfie managed to negotiate an impressive release clause deal once more. This time around, Haaland's release clause will only be active after his 2nd season with the club and is set at 200 million euros. But there's a catch. After his 3rd season, it decreases to 175.
Oh, okay. All right. We're good. I was going to say, what?
25 million more than what the player is being valued at. And even that seems already very likely to change after the next update to the player's market values, with a trending suggestion being that Haaland should be already set to 200 million. It seems nothing can stop Haaland from completely taking over the sport for the next decade. Obviously, he has the firepower on the
He's
pitch.
only 22.
He doesn't seem to be worried with living a celebrity lifestyle. I mean, just look at that video of him walking down some street in Manchester like it was nothing special, or literally any of his interviews. He clearly only cares about scoring goals. And above all, he seems incredibly hardworking. Just look how much muscle mass he has put on over the years. It's incredible. However, I think the hype has led many to overlook just that. His size might just be what will ruin all of this.
Damn, man, come on, dog. The whole time I'm wondering, I was like, man, what could his flaw be? They said, oh, I was thinking maybe passing, but this dude was getting assists out the ass. Bro.
His height.
His height is the reason? I feel like that's a positive all day, but let's hear what he has to say.
Honestly, I was thinking the same thing.
Right?
Let me just... No, I was thinking about, like...
You think?
Yes, let me see what they got to say.
I'm curious, but I don't know how that really...
Across pretty much every sport,
injury, I guess.
that bigger, heavier, taller players are much more susceptible to injury. In basketball, players over 7 feet tall are 70% more likely to miss a game through injury. In American football, across every position there seems to be a trend of heavier players getting injured more often. From the higher amount of force being exerted in your joints at every stride, from a higher center of gravity making you more prone to falls, it is a serious problem, and Haaland has already shown to struggle with it. Just last season, he missed 95 days. That's 16 matches, more than a third of the season. And in the 2 seasons before that, he missed 40 and 47 days. Even at Molde, he missed 21.
I just feel like he has a high usage.
He's like getting progressively worse, and it has already been a scare just 2 months into this season. He has already been rested versus Copenhagen, and Guardiola claimed that despite playing versus Liverpool, he may miss the next match and he's not fully fit. I guess all we can do is hope for the best.
I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to preserve him, bro. They be doing that shit in all sports. They be just like, you know, not for real. Like, they want to save him for like one that's serious. You know what I mean? Now they put him in against, you know what I mean, like Barcelona.
Right.
I'm just kidding. So I'm like, what?
I would love it.
What?
If he comes to Barcelona.
That's not what I said.
What'd you say?
Nothing. All right, she loved it. You heard it here first, man. Plastic Fan #1, Sophie, man. I hope you guys enjoy this YouTube video. All right, man, and be sure to join that Twitch. You heard? I hit that damn button right now. I'm watching it.
Don't listen to
No, I'm seriously.
No.
Hit
that button.
Hit the button, and I'm watching you. Remember that. When you go to sleep, I'm there. All right, we out, baby.
That is such a scary sight. Peace.